Second.
It's moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Discussion and possible action on claims.
Move to accept the amount of $763,048.99.
Second.
Payment of claims has been moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Discussion and possible action on operators licenses.
Consider the issuance of 20 regular operator licenses from period July 6th, 2018 to Daniel Lawler.
Should be 16.
Oh yeah, should be July 6th, 2016, you're correct. To June 30, 2018, to Daniel Lawler, Tara McInnes, Cassandra Steenberg, Adrian Chezik, Ethan Stanchik, Roxanne Plummer, Brittany Anderson, Bailey Knight, Daryl Wilcox, Mike Mikhail Hansen, Dao Lu, Zhang Zheng, Joseph Seaver, Regina Sanders, Jamie Houston, Dylan Berkey, Fawn Beckman, Tanner Goulet, David Sean McNutt, and Amanda Morris. And we'll consider the denial in a separate motion.
Move to approve.
Second.
The operator's license has been moved and seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those licenses are approved.
And consider denial an operator's license to Joshua Schmidt as recommended by Police Chief Marty Jensen due to Mr. Schmidt's history of alcohol convictions and failure to list all violations he had been convicted of on his application.
Move to deny.
Second.
Okay, motion to deny has been seconded. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to deny is approved. Discussion and possible action on bids for 2016 street maintenance, crack filling, and patch sealing. Tom, how you doing?
Good evening. Very well, thank you. If we could, we did take bids last Thursday on the 4 street projects. There's 3 street maintenance projects, slurry seal, seal coating, and crack fill patch repair. And the 4th one was, which is listed as item number 8 on your agenda, is the 2016 street improvements. Due to budget reasons, it'd be nice if we could handle the number 8 first. And I think it'll become obvious if we go through that one first why. So if you could go to 8, which is the 2016 street improvements. Again, bids were open last Thursday on the 30th. We received 2 bidders. Bid results are there. Monarch Paving was low out of the 2, $338,235.15. The funding source for the proposed project would be the capital project fund, which was previously approved by council, and assessments to the adjacent parcel owners. If you look at the current budget, we had about $580,000 in the current budget, and the total estimated project cost is about $430,200. Again, that's partially the low bid of Monarch Paving, as well as the indirect costs get you to the total estimated project cost. So if you compare the budget at $580,500 to the total estimated project cost of $430,200, there's a balance, we listed it as a remaining balance of $150,300. So the staff recommendation on this particular project would be to award the construction contract to Monarch Paving in the amount of $338,235.15.
So moved for $338,235.15.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to award to Monarch Paving. Discussion?
Just, do they have a time frame, or are we gonna be done?
Well, this year, we're going to be done this year.
You got a rough estimate?
Yes, I do. I believe, Tom, remember that one? I think it's the end of September. I know it's September 30th for the rest of those, so
Okay.
I believe it's September 30th.
Okay.
I can get back to you, but
I'm not complaining about the difference, but why was the bid so much lower than the budget?
well, that's a good question. I don't know. I think you heard us discuss previously, but when we put our engineers' estimates together, it's pretty much from a history of previous bids for similar type projects or similar type work. The bidding environment here in Hudson is, I don't want to say a little bit strange, but it's a little unique, let's put it that way, in that we have a lot of projects where we only receive one bid. In this particular job, we did get 2 bids, and both Monarch and Hard Drives are probably the 2 largest paving contractors closer to Hudson, so to speak. So we definitely noticed some competitive bidding. Asphalt, for example, was about $55 a ton on the base course and about $65 a ton on the top wear course. And that is about $10 a ton difference than our same project last year. Last year, we only had 1 bidder. So I think the competitive nature of having 2 big companies is a big part of that. Again, other than that, I guess time of year sometimes enters into it. Workload the contractor may or may not have enters into his bid as well. But I believe that the fact that we had 2 big companies bidding the same project was probably the larger share of the results there.
Thanks.
How would they know if there's only, 1 bidder? I mean, how did,
Well, what we've done with our bids, similar to a lot of the projects that are bid in the Twin Cities area, is projects themselves, the plans and specifications are uploaded on a Quest website. The contractors go to that website, and for a nominal fee, they can purchase the plans and specifications. And most, like I said, most of all the communities in the Twin Cities and quite a bit of the other cities are going through this process. And the benefit to the City of Hudson, for example, is it's one spot. If you ever have any addendums, they're automatically uploaded. The bidders lists are automatically uploaded, so if Monarch wants to see who else is pulling plans, that's also some information they can gather right off the website. So that's part of the reason how, so if 2 or 3 or 4 other contractors have purchased the plans and are looking at them from a bidding perspective.
interesting. All right. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Which one do you want to do next, Tom?
Yeah, the remaining 3, we can just take them one at a time, and I guess the reason why I wanted to go with the other one is basically funding source. So if we look at, again, bids were received last Thursday on the crack fill, gets us to our same discussion we just had. We had 1 bid, Farner Asphalt, for $173,380. The slurry seal project, that one, we did have 2 bidders, Farner and Strucken Irwin. You can see the $25,755 was the low bid there. The third maintenance project is seal coating. Again, that one was only 1 bidder. That was Farner for $59,306. The funding source for all 3 of these maintenance projects is, again, the capital project fund, but we have a different line item for that as opposed to the one we previously discussed on the mill overlay project. If we look at the funding source for all 3 of these and add all 3 of these together, you can see the total is about $258,442. Again, adding on your indirect costs, you get to a total estimated project cost of $276,500 for all 3 projects combined. Now, awarding them is a separate motion for each 3, but from a budget perspective, the total is $276,500. So if you look at our current budget that was in our capital project fund, it's a little bit shy. It's $241,000, so you can see we're short about $35,500. So the staff is recommending to reallocate the $35,000 shortage from the remaining balance in the previous project we just talked about, the mill and overlay or the 2016 street improvements. With that reallocation of $35,500, the staff recommendation would be to award these 3 projects, and in this case, all 3 would go to Farner for the 3 amounts. Crack filling, $173,380.70. Slurry seals, $25,755. And the seal coating project would be $59,306.72.
Is it because they were bid separately, you need 3
Correct.
motions?
Again, we were trying to see if we could get other contractors to bid it. I think last year, for example, the slurry seal, Farner did not even bid on that one, and then we separated those out. They're a little bit different process, so we were hoping to get more bids. Again, when you only have one bidder, it's a little bit tough. Even one or two bidders, I guess.
So you actually need 4, we need to
You
reallocate
could
it?
probably just do the reallocation on the first one, you know,
Yeah.
and move it for that project, because that, the 35.5, and just have it cover for the crack sealing and flex patching, and then you can do the second, third one just as is.
Okay, I'll move to
I
reallocate.
hope I'm not confusing the issue.
No.
Well-
Reallocate 35,000 from the 2016 street improvement project and award construction contracts to Farner Asphalt Sealers in the amount of $173, 380.70 for crack filling and flex patching.
Second.
Okay, that part has been moved and seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved.
Next motion is I'll move to approve the contract to Farner, the amount of $25,755 for slurry seal.
Second.
That's, wow. Is that how you want to do, you're splitting
You have to.
Part B
We're
to,
supposed to
okay,
do
got it.
Three have to be separate.
All right.
We
Okay,
didn't know if we'd have different people
Got it.
awarded.
all right, so Farner Asphalt's been moved and seconded for slurry seal. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved.
Move to approve the contract with Farner Asphalt in the amount of $59,306.72 for seal coating.
Second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded for seal coating with Farner Asphalt. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. The discussion and possible action on setting date for special meeting regarding possible salary study and/or merit pay system.
I did check with John to see what his availability was next week. And I've got a couple things scheduled too, but any day next week works in either a morning or 4 o'clock. Any day next week works for both of us. And then Thursday night, the 14th, if you wanted to do it at 6 or something. So
At when?
Thursday's the only one that works for both John and I to do it at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. But otherwise, morning or 4 p.m. works,
Wednesday doesn't work for me.
or 3, 4, whatever time. I'm guessing it'd be about an hour for that first meeting.
Thursday morning is the only day that works for me. That would be a potential conflict then, Tom.
Thursday morning work for you, Tom?
Thursday morning works for me.
So 7:30, 8, what do you want to do?
7:30 be fine.
7:30?
7:30?
On Thursday, the 14th.
Works, okay.
Okay.
I'll get the agenda out. I gave you a packet of material tonight in your envelope there to look through. That's just kind of some background material. All right, I'll get it scheduled. Thank you.
Okay. Items for future agendas? Anything?
We'll be starting on the budget in the next few weeks, working on salary stuff, so you're aware of that.
Okay. Anything else?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Adjournment's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We stand adjourned. Thank you.